If you hate God, then just keep scrolling. But if you love God, then stick around and watch until the end. God is saying to you today, your energy is a gift. Not everyone deserves to have access to it. Not everyone deserves to be surrounded by it. Not everyone deserves to emotionally and mentally benefit from it. Save your high-vibrating energy for those who genuinely care for the evolution of your spirit. You soul is golden. Not many like you have been created. A gem this rare is bound to attract all sorts of characters. It's up to you to decide how close one gets to it. There's no telling where the universe will take you next, but you know it will take you far. A soul like yours was made to go the distance. It's okay if you didn't realize until now that you're a walking diamond. The more pressure that's applied, the more dazzling you become. Like this video, if you have a believe in God. Universe message for you today. Any time that you feel that impulse or call within you to be kind or to send a message of love, encouragement, or appreciation to someone, do it. You won't regret it. Don't underestimate the impact that your kindness will have on someone else's life. You never know the secret battles that people are fighting and how much your words and actions can help. That thought of kindness that came through when you were at peace isn't there without purpose. Your higher self delivered you that thought for a greater reason. Trust the information that comes through. Listen to that call. Type yes to affirm universe message. It's happening. You're being pushed to higher levels at this very moment. All of that patience, self-control, and discipline made your spirit resilient and your mind sharp. The universe keeps flooding your spirit with signs, telling you to prepare for something amazing. Don't spend another second worrying about what's to come. The doorway to your next chapter is right in front of you. That glorious breakthrough you've been praying for is finally here. Welcome the new energy that's arrived at your doorstep. With all of that space cleared out in your soul, your blessings now have a place to safely land. Get ready. They're closer than you think. Type 222 to affirm this to yourself. Today's message for you: get ready. You're about to meet the version of yourself you've been preparing to be for the last few chapters. There isn't a soul on earth that can slow down the universe's divine plan for you. Keep going forward with the confidence and strength of 1,000 warriors. You've been focusing on your growth a lot lately, and the results of your hard work are starting to show. The same energy you once created to hold yourself back is the same energy that's now driving you to move forward with your transformation. Your spirit is about to take off at full speed. Don't even think to hesitate for a second now that your momentum is at an all-time high. Your soul is genuinely ascending quite beautifully. If you take a step back and look at your progress, you'll finally realize that. Type, I am ready to shine, to affirm. The universe is saying to you today, somehow you've changed. You're not sure when the shift took place, but now that it's occurred, you're not going back. The feelings, memories, and thoughts that once had control over you are meaningless now. You're in a new space, a new environment where your mindset had shifted and your entire soul has elevated. The magical effects of the inner work you've been committed to are finally starting to show. As the last few remnants of your old self fade into the background, Embrace the incoming wave of energy that's about to take you further into your journey. The signs are taking you in the right direction. Follow them the way you've been following your divine intuition. Today's message: do things for yourself because you just want to see how far you can go. Grow because you can't wait to meet new versions of yourself. Remember that your life is meant to delight you. Let yourself be delighted by your own gifts and talents and unique interests and hobbies that stay on your mind. You are you for a reason. Find the many reasons. Keep your own interests alive. Don't let your own fire go out. Take pleasure in the way you do certain things, the situations that make you angry, that bring you to passion. Make sure you are heart first in whatever you do. Trust that your efforts will add up to something unexpected and wonderful. Let life surprise you. If something doesn't happen for you, trust that it's not meant for you, and the reasons will appear when you most need them. Take delight in your own path. Heal so you can be free. Forget being the best or having the most. Be you. That is enough. More than enough. Enjoy who you are. There is nobody like, and that is delightful. Let yourself bask in that for a while. Save your time and move forward. Today's message for you. The truth is, it doesn't matter how tightly you hold on to certain people, because at the end of the day, what is meant for you will always be yours. Trust me when I say, the right people will choose you just as deeply as you choose them. You will not have to beg for the love you deserve. You will not have to quiet the way your heart beats against your chest. One day, you will be met where you are. One day, you will be someone's favorite thing, and you will not be confused. You will not feel like you are fighting for someone who is not fighting for you. One day, you will understand that it never mattered how hard you held on to the wrong things, how much you tried, because the right things were always unfolding before you. The right things were always choosing to stay. Type "I am awareness" to affirm. Universe message today: what you resist will always find a way to persist. Let go of how you think your life should be and pay attention to where it is showing you to go. You are destined to be more and have more. Growth will continually push you toward your fullest potential. Stop playing small. Go big by taking comfort in knowing that the path will be cleared and what is meant for you will get to you. Let go, align, and flow. Type yes if you agree. Universe says, life will always test the limiting beliefs about who you are and what you are worth before it levels you up. Remember, some experiences are designed to break you open and unleash the wholeness of who you are. You may not be responsible for hurt in your past or have control of the change in the present, but you can choose to make your well-being a priority. Only you can select the path to your happiness. Decide today to be responsible for your future. Type Amen to claim. Universe message for you today: only you can decide how you show up for the people in your life. There is a difference between saving, sacrificing, and supporting. Remember, it is not your responsibility to save others. However, it is their responsibility to save themselves. You can only support them on their journey by inspiring, encouraging, and offering guidance. Stop sacrificing your happiness for others to find theirs. Life is so amazing that when you think it is working against you, it is always on your side, guiding you to more than you can imagine for yourself. Experiencing disappointment is where you develop your determination to find happiness. Experiencing a lack is where you appreciate the opportunities to pursue more. Experiencing rejection is where you learn to value who you are. Life will always reveal what you need to thrive before it arrives. Type yes if you agree. Today's message only for you. When you feel uncertain, realigning to faith begins with finding what empowers you to keep pushing forward. The hardest part is accepting that you are not where you want to be. Trust may not be easy sometimes, but focusing on the positive and staying true to your well-being will help you succeed. Only you know what you need to thrive. Keep going. You will always get where you want to go. Today's message: I used to think that nothing gets better and some of us are only destined for pain. But I was wrong. Things do get better, and that is all I hold on to now, the tiniest glimmer of hope, the fact that there is always light at the end of the tunnel, and no matter what anyone says, time is the biggest healer. Believe me, it is. And even if things don't get better, I know that I will have gained the strength to deal with them over time. And that is still progress. That's still a step in the right direction. Even though sometimes I feel like I'm in the same place, hurting, breaking, and losing people repeatedly, I know that I'm not the same person I was the first time I experienced pain. I'm different. I grew in countless ways, and I gained the kind of strength that wasn't there before. And sometimes that is all you need, the faith that things change for the better. That's why things don't hurt me as much as they used to. I managed to gain hope when before there was none. I realized that only I have the power to protect myself. And most of all, I managed to do the one thing most of us find so difficult. I learned to love myself in ways I never thought possible, and that is what saved me. Type 1111 if you trust God. Today's God message for you: God sometimes will take you through dark times. And those times in your life are when God is conforming you to His image. And being covered in that darkness, being covered in that pressure, is not easy, as you are not in control of all the situations. But God is putting you through things that you don't want to go through, and He is doing it for His calling, for His purpose, for His righteousness' sake, to conform you to the image of His Son, Jesus Christ, and to mold you into a man of God. Universe message: today, be sure to go about your day with a heart full of expectation, not frustration. Sometimes we can find ourselves frustrated over our current situations, but walking around frustrated is not what God desires from us. His promises are sure to come to pass, and at the perfect time we can be sure about that without any doubts. That's why God desires for us is to be living with expectancy, knowing that He's about to bless us with His promised plans of goodness. Be blesser and be encouraged. Subscribe our channel if you love God. God says, today, remember that God is watching over you and will never leave you physically or abandon you emotionally. The Lord is not only your provider, He's also your shepherd, and He's with you every step of the way, in the valleys and in the blessings. We may not see or feel it all the time, and this can cause us to doubt or become fearful. But when those thoughts and feelings try to come upon you today, replace them with the word, "For thou art with me." Be blessed and be encouraged. Type Amen if you believe this. Today's message, I want to remind someone that God is big enough to fill the heavens and the earth, and the enemy is small enough to fit under your feet. Don't make the enemy bigger than he is. Jesus has defeated hell and death. The enemy has been defeated. Greater is he that is in you than he who is in the world. Even though the weapon has been forged against you, it will not prosper. Determined to give the enemy no ground. Make what Jesus did for you bigger than what they did to you. You are more than a conqueror in Christ Jesus. Fear not, for your God is with you and fighting for you. Type, I am aware if you are. Universe message for you. Be a walking contradiction. Be strong and soft. Be deep and light-hearted. Be beautiful and intelligent. Be confident and humble. Be someone with a quick wit and a cheap sense of humor. Be content climbing a mountain and enjoying the sweetness of doing nothing. The world may try and classify you as one thing because that is far easier to understand than a person who has a little bit everything in them. And you may feel misunderstood for a while, but just remember, your people can only find you if you're brave enough to be yourself. There are parts of you that you have yet to discover. There is greater love that you have yet to find. There are experiences that are far beyond your imagination, and it's all waiting for you. Life is waiting for you. So set aside your expectations and go explore it. Type yes to affirm today's message for you. The spirit guides are saying to you today, you gotta let go of the old energy completely so that the new reality can manifest itself and show up. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. Follow your own path, even if you seem crazy to others. The only normal that exists is in your mind. There is no such thing as normal. Be unique, be who you are, and follow what resonates with your soul, the most irrespective of age, gender, time, space, religion, rules, limitations, or norms of the society. Being free is your birthright, and it's time to reclaim it. If you're reading this, a major breakthrough or life path that'll lead to healing, joy, and abundance is waiting for you. Take the leap of faith and let the universe amaze you. It's time to live. Don't give your power away to things that are out of your control by trying to change or fix them. Don't allow anything outside of you to contaminate your vibe. It's okay to feel irritable or emotional. Just observe where it's coming from and choose love instead. You are worthy and valuable beyond measure. Stop measuring your infinite nature by the limited contract of time, money, or validation of others. Work exists in 3D. Purpose, service, passion exist in 5D. Stay Creative needed this. Type yes to affirm. God message for you. When you start outgrowing your past, it's really rare that people from your past understand you. As you start evolving, your highest self requires you to move into the unknown, but the old relationships or friendships would want you to stay the same. If someone really loves you, they will embrace your growth and support you in your journey. They won't ask you to stay in your past because of their attachment. You can't live life for the role you play in other people's life. You have to be the center of your universe. Never feel guilty for making your growth and highest self a priority. God says, We all have been raised on the lie that to feel loved and appreciated, you have to please everyone around you, and your worth always depends on what other people think of you. So you end up spending the rest of your life trying to impress everyone, mostly those who don't even care about you on a deeper level. They are busy projecting their insecurities onto you, and you live in the fear of rejection. But the moment you awaken, you see right through all this crap, and the first thing you do is accept yourself for who you are and start living for impressing yourself. The greatest source of inner peace and freedom is living life to impress your own soul and not seeking validation and approval from others. Type yes to affirm God message today's. No matter how much your older self or reality tries to pull you backwards through thoughts, emotions, obligations, or nostalgia, keep facing where you're headed. Keep facing forward. Don't give in to temptations of the ego that tries to convince you about a reality that has so obviously expired for who you're becoming or envisioning for the future. You can do this. If you feel called to change your lifestyle, habits, vibrational frequency, answer that calling and know that you're divinely guided and supported. Type I am ready if you are ready. Message from Universe. Anytime you feel triggered by someone, instead of projecting onto that person by lashing out, becoming passive-aggressive, or trying to seek revenge, go within yourself. Many times, when you're gripped by strong emotions, your ego is taking everything personally and matching your body's reactions to similar past experiences. This is a perfect opportunity to heal, because if you become aware at that very moment, practice pause, take deep breaths and go within, you'll be able to heal that deep, unhealed wound that was suppressed long ago. Hence, Setikar yourself free. Stop projecting. Start reflecting. Type yes if you're ready. And share this video with 3 people who trust God. Universe message for you. Hurdles appearing in your physical reality are not indicating that you're not going to receive or get to experience what you want. This is universe clearing off your path and asking you to just surrender to the universal forces working in your favor. Let go off the overthinking or overanalyzing of things. The mind or the ego exaggerates everything and creates scenarios that aren't necessarily true, because the ego is always governed by fear. But the spirit relaxes because it's aligned with the divine order. Don't question your intuition. All your confusion is arising due to your resistance to follow your inner knowing and second-guessing the divine guidance. Just let go and let flow. When you just drop everything and surrender your ego to your higher self, you align your life. God says today, I don't think there's anything more beautiful than living your life authentically, taking charge of your life, owning up to your decisions, not hiding any parts of who you are, not pretending to be okay with what you're not okay with, and not pretending you're not okay with what you're actually okay with. Nothing is more liberating than just being yourself. It is more important that you live a life where you choose yourself than it is that you live a life where you want to be chosen by others. The angels are saying to you today, you're entering a new season where everything will start to go your way. It's time. You had enough lessons. You did the work. You overcame so much. You believed even when it was hard to. You never gave up. You pushed through it all. Now it's your turn to receive in a major way. Please subscribe our channel and turn on bell notification for more God message.